which is 30 seconds away. Quick Super Bowl picks from Bussin' with the boys. Who you got?
Let me get the Bills and the Packers. I got Bills over Packers.
Packers over Ravens.
Okay, and I have a Buffalo beating the Lions in the Super Bowl, so we're thinking similarly. This was the first of what will be a season-long series of visits from these guys on Thursdays. Pleasure to have you.
It's been
a lot of
awesome.
fun, and it's only going to get better. And the fun will continue. First Take, Stephen A. and company are ready to go now.
Come on, get up.
It's over. The Philadelphia Eagles have won Super Bowl 59.
We're not the defending champs, but the 2024 world champs, that's it. We're not defending.
When the season's over, we move on.
Judgment on the outside. I don't care if he did everything he needed to do for us to win the game.
If you don't want to win a Super Bowl, don't think we can win a Super Bowl, then don't come to Oxnard. We're not going to win a championship with just one person. It's the NFL and it's game one. Doesn't matter who the hell we're going against.
First Take is presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook.
Good day, everybody. I come bearing good news. First day of the NFL season. We brought in the big guns. Look at this crew. To my left, RC is in the building. Dano, Adam Schefter, Stephen A. I'm Molly, and we have a game tonight.
Thank God.
Yes, we do.
It looks like somebody didn't know I was going to be in studio today.
I didn't know.
It looked like
I knew you were going to be here.
It looked like somebody didn't dress like I was going to be in studio.
I would have brought, but I mean, I'm good anyway, but I'm just saying it would have been an extra level if I knew he was going to be in the studio. I didn't know.
I think everybody looks very
sharp.
nice. Absolutely. Are we ready to do this?
You can wear pink after Labor Day?
Say what?
Nothing.
Yeah, you can wear pink afterwards.
It's white, Dan.
Asking.
When you wear blue every day, clearly you don't know what colors it is.
Why don't you diversify your wardrobe?
And
Something.
you can wear what you want whenever you want.
That is true, especially on first day.
Okay. I think that's where we should start things off.
Cowboys.
We have a game in Philly tonight when Jalen Hurts and the defending champs host the Micah Parsons Cowboys. It's banner night, but the Birds said they've moved on and will focus on the game. In his last 5 games against the Eagles, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott has a 4-1 record along with 16 touchdowns and only 1 interception in 2 or more passing touchdowns in each game. So the big question, Dan Orlovsky, will tonight be a blowout or a close game?
No, this would be a close game. Division rivals. One, when Dak Prescott starts for the Cowboys, they score about 28 points a game, get 380 total yards of offense. So Dak is going to play well. This offense will have success. I think that the Eagles, while loaded, there is a little bit of an unknown. The corner opposite Quinyon Mitchell, and I think it'll be Adoree Jackson, who's played in the NFL for a long time, good player, but he's not Darius Slay. And Darius Slay is going to be a trending or potential Hall of Famer. So you're replacing a big-time player. So I think with George Pickens, like for me tonight, the big deal is George Pickens. Cowboys traded for him. Go make him 12 targets. Make him be the difference maker in that football game tonight. I would take some shots. I think there's the chance to hit some shots. And I understand no Micah. I still believe that there's talent on the defense. And so as great as Philly is, and I expect Philly to win the game, I don't think this is some form of a blowout. There's an unknown about how the Cowboys will play offensively, whether they're going to be scheme-wise. I think that could be an advantage early on. Good football game, and I think the Cowboys can keep it close, but the Eagles win.
RC?
Yeah, I think it's about figuring out how Vic Fangio is going to cover George Pickens and deal with CeeDee Lamb, right? We don't know what this Cowboys run game is going to be like, so I think it'll be close early, but the Philadelphia Eagles pull away late with that run game, the way that they can pound you, the physicality that they can finish with. But think about this early. Vic Fangio is going to have to figure out, do I allow Quinyon Mitchell, the number 1 corner of the Philadelphia Eagles, to follow George Pickens, and then I scheme up CeeDee Lamb, whether it's double him in and out with the nickel Cooper DeJean and one of the safety, whether you put somebody over the top of him, and then Quinyon Mitchell has to battle one-on-one. So that, to me, is the matchup that I'm paying attention to. But let's get this straight. This is the last night that you're the reigning Super Bowl champions. And when you win the Super Bowl and when you play on Thursday night, when you play in your home, the energy from being the Super Bowl winning team is still there. You still have that feeling that we're the best football team in the world, and your fans expect that level of play. And I believe it is so difficult for a road team to go in and win in that type of atmosphere.
Well, this team has done everything it can to put all that behind it. It has ignored the fact that it is the defending Super Bowl champ. You've heard the players say we don't want to be referred to as the defending Super Bowl champs. They're not going to be out there for the raising of the banner. But we've seen close games in the opener, right? We saw the Lions win in Kansas City. We saw the Baltimore Ravens nearly win in Kansas City. And I can tell you that teams are more uneasy and nervous about the first game of the season where unpredictable things happen than almost any other week because everybody's kind of stepping in. You don't know what you're going to get. Conditioning levels a factor. There's all sorts of uncertainties. And I can tell you that Philadelphia's a little bit uneasy about everything going into tonight. Sorry.
Really? That's what we doing? You know, I love y'all. I really, really do. It's going to be a blowout. It's going to be a blowout. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a blowout. Let me be very, very clear about that right now. The Dallas Cowboys, what you going to do to stop the Eagles? And you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to have to throw the football a lot. Dak Prescott's going to get his numbers. All right, it's going to be competitive for a half. But I'm not one, I'm counting 2 interceptions tonight. 2 interceptions coming, okay? I got 2 interceptions coming. I got the Philadelphia Eagles running away with it late in the second half, of course. Again, it'll be competitive until that point. Lincoln Financial Field, Super Bowl champions, opening night, Thursday night. You're the Dallas Cowboys. You just sat up there and you got rid of Micah Parsons. You're looking at your squad defensively, not anybody's expected, but so much from you. Offensively, so much is expected of you. We got to take into account Jerry Jones and the impact that he has on head coaches because we know they listen to him. He doesn't want anybody that's not going to listen to him, okay? You paying Dak Prescott $60 million. He's a $60 million man. You reminded everybody the brother missed 9 games last year due to injury. You used that as an excuse initially anyway to not pay Micah Parsons. Hey, he missed 5 games even though it was 4 games that he missed. You did all of this stuff. There's all of these narratives and all of these storylines that's literally coming to light. And it's opening night. Dallas is going to go out there with something to prove. But the Philadelphia Eagles going to protect their home turf opening night. Mistakes are going to be made. Again, it will be competitive. But I'm not counting 1. I said 2 interceptions by Dak Prescott. The Philadelphia Eagles pull away and win by at least 14.
Listen, Nostradamus, I don't know necessarily if it's going to be 2 interceptions, but the thing I have paid attention to, the body language in Dallas sucks.
Yes.
Right? The body language of the stars, when you see CeeDee Lamb talk, when you see Dak Prescott talk, when you think about Trayvon Diggs, nothing seems to be positive when you look at the way that these really good football players are behaving. There's no fun in Dallas. There's no excitement in Dallas. There's no level of high expectation in Dallas. In Dallas, you have succumbed to saying, you know what? The new guy that we got going to help us stop the run, and he's a good person. Oh, I lost the mic.
No, you're
Don't
good.
worry, we
That's
can still
fine.
hear you.
Just play it.
Hey, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's where they are. Those are the things that they're saying to pump themselves up for this game is we've got better because we can stop the run, and we now have good people in the building. I played with a lot of bad damn people that were damn good football players, and we won games.
I think one of the most interesting things, camera-wise tonight, is going to be if Dallas defensively has some success on a first or second down, and they get Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense into 3rd and 7, and all of a sudden Jalen holds the ball for 4 seconds, and they get a conversion. And if I'm the Cowboys defense, I'm looking at the sideline, I'm like, well, the pass rush is gone. And so, we stopped the run, and we had some success, but we don't have anybody who can get to the quarterback like that guy.
Adam?
I think that's going to be fascinating.
You bring up the factor of the locker room, the vibes. Again, I go back to this team right now. First game without Micah Parsons. First game with Kenny Clark. And Jerry Jones seemed to make a big deal about how much difference Kenny Clark would make and how important he was to this particular trade. He talked about the run defense. The only thing he talked about the run defense more than was Stephen A. in that press conference. That was it. He talked about the run defense first, Stephen A. second, right?
That's true.
And so the run defense has been suspect in Dallas for a while. It's one of the reasons that they wanted to add Kenny Clark. And now we get to see it put into practice against a team that runs the football better than anybody in the league. So Dallas wanted to upgrade its run defense. It made its best attempt to do so. Let's see how the run defense holds up tonight.
The run defense is supposed to be buffered. It's supposed to be so greatly improved. But if you look at whether it's Pro Football Focus or anybody else, they've got Kenny Clark as a mid-level guy. You understand what I'm saying? You got about 80 dudes better than him. So I'm looking at it from that standpoint. I'm saying
interested, and Philly made attempts.
And that's why they win.
If he were ever interested in going anywhere other than Dallas, it would have been Philadelphia for obvious reasons. He said that on many occasions over the years. To me, the interesting point is what was offered.
Yeah.
Because, again, we're not just talking about Micah being gone. We're talking about the compensation you got to return for losing him. I'd be interested in knowing what exactly.
I don't know this for sure, but I believe it from talking to enough people. I believe it was more than the Green Bay Packers.
And here's what's most important about it is, though, to me, would be what players. Right, because if you were going to trade Micah Parsons away, it wasn't just going to be for assets. It was going to be for a player. In this sense, they got Kenny Clark from Green Bay. Could you have brought over a Nolan Smith? Could you have gotten a young linebacker? Could there have been somebody that you put on that team that's not going to play the twilight of their career in Dallas, but could grow to be a future star?
Yeah. Look, if you're the Eagles and you're calling the Cowboys, you better be prepared to offer way more than it's going to take to get it done, right?
Absolutely.
So it's only logical to assume that they made an offer better than the Green Bay Packers.
To highlight your point, Stephen A., again, it's been 29 seasons since the Cowboys last won a Super Bowl. Yet the brand still stands strong. Take a listen to what Chris Canty had to say about his time as a Dallas Cowboy.
Now, I had the privilege of playing for the Dallas Cowboys. I came into the league drafted by Bill Parcells and Jerry Jones, 2005. Played 4 years down there, made the playoffs a couple of years, came to New York.